Anime seasons are one of the biggest events in the anime community. They're only 4 times a year and they bring many new shows to watch. Usually, each season will have about 2 popular series and a decent amount of sorta popular series. I'll be calling these sorta popular series the middle class, by the way. And summer 2021 has that in the form of 2 super popular series being Reincarnated as a Slime Season 2 and Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid Season 2. Reincarnated as a Slime, in my opinion, is a really weak isekai, but it fulfills the power fantasy pandering that trend anime usually need. On the other hand, Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid is what people would really call a reverse isekai, despite the fact that that term makes literally 0 sense. But it's not really an isekai, to be honest. It's more a slice of life comedy about the dragons helping out Miss Kobayashi. But I wouldn't really say it does a lot of pandering, so it will likely be the less popular of the 2. But it's the sort of popular middle class that I find really worrying. The most popular middle class show this season is My Next Life as a Villainess, which is just about a lady being reincarnated as the villain of a game she used to play and trying to escape the doom that she's gonna face. Which I guess isn't bad, but it's really nothing special either. We then have a spin-off of a regular at Magic High School? Which, listen, I haven't seen a regular at Magic High School, but to me it really does seem like a generic Magic School power fantasy. You can kind of already see this season is going to be a little meh. And the third most popular is How the Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom, which is another generic power fantasy isekai that just deals with economics this time. When you go down to the less popular shows, it becomes even more worrying, with shows like Creating a Drugstore in Another World, which of course is just another generic isekai with a small twist. I honestly should probably stop even explaining these stupid isekai. Of course there's another season of Love Live, as well as other uninspired trash. Unironically, probably the greatest thing that's going to release this summer is the My Hero Academia movie, which we really still don't have any info on, but I'm pretty confident it's going to be pretty good. I guess it's not new, but My Villain Academia will probably carry this season for the most part. I guess this season being mediocre isn't inherently a bad thing, especially since we're coming off 2 amazing anime seasons. In the past 2 seasons alone, we've had AOT Season 4, Vivy, To Your Eternity, Horimiya, Dr. Stone, Mushoku Tensei, ReZero, Beastars, My Hero Academia, and a lot more. Which, if you don't know those shows, they're all extremely popular shows that are all really good. With the exception of Horimiya being kinda trash. No hate though. But AOT and MHA are some of the biggest shonen in the world. Dr. Stone is also a really big shonen, but it's a little bit less popular. And ReZero, of course, is the most popular isekai. As you can see, after these 2 seasons of non-stop bangers, it might be time for a little rest. Especially once you start to see what's coming in fall. Fall hardly has anything announced so far, and it's already one of the most stacked seasons I've seen in a really long time. In fall, we have Shield Hero Season 2 and Mushoku Tensei Season 2. 2 of the greatest isekai in my opinion. And honestly, 2 of the only isekai I really want to watch. We then also have Platinum End, a series by the same creators as Death Note that I find really enjoyable. It's a semi-killing game series where people who have no reason to live compete to become God using angel powers. It mixes together the draw of Death Note with one of my favorite series, Mirai Nikki. We then also have Komi Can't Communicate, a manga that's seen so much praise but also so much hate. It really feels like there's no middle ground with this manga. Everyone either hates it or loves it. Personally, I haven't read it, so I'll have to see what all the hype is about when the anime comes out. Blue Period is also coming in fall. If you somehow don't know what Blue Period is, it's probably one of the greatest manga of this year. I've only had the pleasure of reading a little bit of it, but from what I've read, it's absolutely amazing. It's about a guy who's bored with his current life, but then finds the absolute beauty of art. From what I understand, later on, it conquers a lot of LGBTQ issues as well. There's also another Day Day Live season, which for some reason is extremely popular, and even the middle class isn't that bad, having shows like World Trigger. It also has, give me a second here. I was kicked out of the hero's party because I wasn't a true companion, so I decided to have a slow life at the frontier. God, that took a lot. Which honestly, I'm probably gonna watch for the irony. And we have a really weird, unique series in the form of Osama ranking from Wit. And I'm sure a lot of other good shows are probably gonna be announced for fall. Like Chainsaw Man, this is one of my favorite series of all time, and I have a really strong feeling that it's gonna be announced for fall. And honestly, Hell's Paradise could be fall, but I really doubt it. But if it somehow is, that would make the season extremely stacked. Another possible anime announcement could be Blue Lock, since everyone seems to expect it. But I seriously doubt it would happen. And we're only in May right now, but I'm talking about October. So you just know a bunch of other good stuff is going to be announced. This honestly could take the cake for one of the greatest anime seasons in a really long time. And honestly, if this upcoming season wasn't as average as it is, I don't think the fall season would be seen in the same light that it will likely be seen in. Even though summer does seem to be average, I'm pretty sure it will have a few good series. One of those could be Remain, the new water polo anime from MAPPA. It seems to be unique enough and done by MAPPA, so I have high hopes. But then when you look at the rest of the season, it just doesn't really seem interesting. I mean, maybe I'll be surprised and something really good will come out of this season that's unexpected, but I really doubt it. Maybe the new Higurashi season will turn out to be amazing, but I don't watch Higurashi, so I'll never know. But there's really nothing else that catches my eye. Maybe the Demon Lolly show will get popular, but it won't be because it's good. I would like to think about for a second though, imagine this season was a banger. That would have meant all 4 seasons this year were absolutely bangers. And probably would have set 2021 as one of the greatest years for anime this decade, which would have followed the trend of the first year in a decade being the best year for anime like we saw in 2011. It's still very possible that 2021 2021 will be considered the best anime of this decade, but I really hope it's not. I am kind of glad that this season's gonna be a little trash though, because it really sets this season up to be a calm before the storm, which I kind of like. And I need to catch up on a lot of anime from the last 2 seasons. Hey, thank you guys for watching. I'll probably have another video coming out hopefully in the next month, and I'll see you guys next time.